this video, I'll turn simple magazine cutouts into a creative new artwork. Watch as I mix and match unexpected elements to create something unique. Welcome to Magazine Cutouts, a series where I explore fun and creative ways to make art using nothing but scissors, glue, and of course, magazines. What if you could change your entire outfit with just a pair of scissors? Today I'm swapping magazine outfits in a fun and creative collage experiment. First, you're going to flip through some random images. You're not looking for anything special or unique, you're just looking at what appeals to you. And sometimes you find something you want to cut out, but it doesn't have to be that precise yet. That will happen when we find our perfect picture we're going to use for this fashion swap. And I actually like this guy that I just cut out. So this one we're going to cut out a bit more. I like the movement this guy has. And I think it's going to be fun to dress him up. I'm going to speed up this cutting process for you, even though it's really mindful to do to really get into the process. It's probably boring when you keep on watching me just doing all the cutting. And now that we've finished our guy, let me see. Oh, I got some grass here. I think I'm going to make shoes out of them. And what I just do, I'm going to put the shoes on top of this paper and I'm going to cut around them. If you think that's a bit scary, just grab a pencil or a pen and outline the shoes before you cut them out. Yes, that looks fun. And I'm going to glue them on before I lose them in all those scraps lying around me. And this is the first shoe, so of course I need to cut out a second one. Of course I'm going to speed it up a bit again. You probably see me doing that quite a lot during this video. And then perfect. Just glue it on. Okay, and now he needs some clothes. Already has some clothes, but he needs some new clothes. Let me see, I like this green that I had left over. So I'm going to not really cut out at first. I'm going to grab a pencil to do the cutout because, yeah, it's a lot easier to do it. I'm going to outline the legs. And now I'm going to cut it out and see how it looks on him. And I'm using magazine scraps for doing this. But of course, if you have real pretty paper lying around, craft paper, feel free to use that, of course. I'm quite a fan of all the leftovers. You could also use your own artwork if you made some lovely jelly prints, for example. Please go ahead and use them. Let me see if it fits. Wiggle it around a bit, and yes, it fits. Well, now it has shoes, and he has got a pair of pants, but we still need a top. It doesn't really need to be like a nice jacket that it's wearing right now, but I can also just cut out something that's covering the whole top. And again, I'm going to use some magazine scraps, and now I'm going to use different color. And again, I'm going to outline him. And this is harder than the pair of pants because, yeah, we can outline a bit, but we still have the hand. So we have to work around the hand. And I'm going around all the edges that I know can go around, and I think I'm just going to cut off the hand And I can glue it on later, so it looks like it actually fits the sleeve. Otherwise, you would probably see the old sleeve or the hands totally covered up. And this way, when I glue the hand on later, you also have some kind of feeling that it is actually a sleeve. So now the hand is off, you can actually outline the rest of the body. It's a lot easier, so you know where to place the hand later on and how to place the body onto the legs. Don't lose the hand. You know, it hasn't been the first time losing body parts. Well, in collage work, I mean, of course. And now I'm grabbing my sketchbook where I'm going to put my guy in. He's already wearing his shoes. Now I'm putting glue on the back of my guy. And gluing in the sketchbook. Of course, you can dress him before you glue him in your sketchbook. It's all up to you. Like I said before, I go with the flow. So I just grab the things that I like, I add them to my collage object, and sometimes I make the horrible decision on not making the background first. Or dressing up not the way I want to, but yeah, this works for me. This is how my process works. I don't want to think about too much about it. I want to be intuitive. I want to be fun and play. And now, of course, we have to add the hand. And when the hand is added, you get the illusion of a sleeve, even though the sleeve isn't really there. But it's kind of boring. I mean, I like the guy, and I think it worked out, but still, it needs something. I think he needs a background, but that's, yeah, I already glued him on the page. So, like I said before, it isn't always the best decision, but I'm trying to work with what I've got. I just start off with making a ground for him, the ground that he can walk on. Since I just glued it on, I can still reposition the legs. And I like the rough edges. Don't only like the color, but I like the rough edges. And this looks good. So I can glue the legs on again, but it looks good, but it still looks kind of boring. I added something, but I want to add some more, but I think I'm going to actually make a collage background. So I have to flip through my papers to find something that suits him. And on one hand, I want to have it more surreal and in an environment that he would usually not walk in. But on the other hand, I want the figure to stand out. So if you add a background, make sure it adds to your figure, not that it overpowers your figure. And I like this, but I think it's just, it's just too much. If it was just the red one with the dots or just the pink one with the dots, but this one isn't working. It's just too much. I like this one. I like the flowers. It adds something. But I'm still not really sure. I think I like this one better. It's more clean cut, but it fits my collage better, the story better. Now I have to make it fit. So I think I'm going to fold this so I could see what it looks like when the white is gone. I don't want to cut it immediately because when I want to use it for a different project, because this one isn't working, I want to keep it in full. This is another one I've got. No, this one is way too much. No. think I'm going with this one. And now I have to cut it to the right size. And I want the red to be on the ground, so it's a bit overlapping. And that's why I don't cut it straight, but I cut around the red, then cut off the white edges. So it's not, the ground's not going to overlap the circle, but the circle is going to overlap the ground. And that's just a design decision I made. But you can make whatever decision you want, because this is your collage. And there he is, some glue on my guy. Of course, he needs his handbag. Well, I actually need a handbag as well, but he needs his hand on the figure. I'll probably add a handbag later. Now I'm going to trim the sides. And I'm definitely going to keep these scraps because I like them for a new project. And these illustrations are from Flow magazine. You can, in the Netherlands, they're huge. You do have an English version too. See if they can be shipped to you because they're really worth it. The other one is from Nature magazine. It's a Dutch magazine. But since you're just using it in your sketchbook, you don't need any right-free images. If you use this in your real artwork, yes, I would recommend for you to go to Unsplash or Pixabay to get a right-free image. This is our guy. I can leave it like this, but I did with the first collage, I used some text, so I think I'm going to use some text with this guy too. You don't need to add anything, it's just if you want to. Again, it's your sketchbook. And guess what? I totally forgot to add the handbag that I was talking about, but I added the day after. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss a next episode of Magazine Cutout series or any other of my videos. So let me know in the comments what you're going to make, how you're going to be a fashion master, and I love to see you in the next episode.